Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're in a different setup, we're in my bathroom. I thought I would do just a little skincare video. If you're anything like me, oops, this tripod is so wonky. Hopefully it'll stay. If you're anything like me and your skin changes with the seasons, then you will know it's a bit of a ball ache. So this is my skin. There is no visible dryness, but my skin is feeling particularly dry around my jaw, around my hairline, under my eyes as usual, and just that tight feeling. So I've got all my items here. I brought them from my room. So I've got my Foreo, which is my little silicone cleansing brush. I have got two different cleansers. I have got the Sukin cream cleanser for normal to dry skin. I also have this Paula's Choice oil reducing cleanser as well because I get really oily around my nose. Then I have my Bobbi Brown Remedies Skin Moisture Solution Intense Rehydration Compound because this stuff is amazing. I also have this cream which I've been using recently, and by the time you see this video you'll have seen that I got it in this year's advent calendar. This is the Aloe Soothing Day Cream formulated for sensitive skin. I also have here this moisturiser which I received from a subscriber because it helps with dry skin conditions. And then I also have the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado because it's good for those dry eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the Foreo, run it under the tap, just letting the tap run a bit just to get warm. Just put a wee tad bit of water on, then I shake it off a bit because I end up with it all over my top. Then I'm going to take the Sukin cleanser, we pop a bit on. It does come out quite fast, this stuff, and then we push the button at the back and you just use circular motion round the skin. And I take it over my lips because my lips are so dry. And I go gently around my eye. Make sure I'm getting into all the crevices of my nose. I take it down my neck as well. All up into the hairline. Some of the cleansers are more foaming than others as well. Or you could maybe add the water to it. There's no amount of time, you know, it doesn't stop after a certain time. It's just completely up to you how long you want to use it. And you can use it in the shower because it's waterproof. I even take it over my eyebrows. It's so relaxing. And I think that's fairly used. Then I turn this off and I just give that a rinse under the tap. And then I just quickly dry it with my towel a little bit. Then I'll take a face cloth and we will wash off this cleanser. And I'm going to do a double cleanse today just because my skin is so dry. And I just put that over the face and remove it all. Then we take our towel and pat our face dry. So that's the first cleanse done. Now I am going to take some of the Paula's Choice one. I don't always do this. I just mix and blend with different ones because I've also got in the shower my Elemis. This is the Sensitive Cleansing Wash. This is brilliant and I'll be buying another one. So I use that in the shower. And then I've also got two of my scrubs, the Murad one and the Seaweed one. And I also use that on my Foreo as well. But I'm going to take a bit of this just because my skin is literally being a bit more oilier than normal. This is like a pearlescent cream. And I'm going to put the water on top of that this time. Turn my Foreo on. And I'm mainly concentrating this one on my nose because that's where I get really oily. Around this area is where I tend to get oily. So this one I'm concentrating more just here rather than anywhere else. Okay, so that's all I want to do for that. Again, giving it a rinse under the tap to dry it off a bit on my towel before I put it back on the shelf. It also blends in with the decor. Not that that's important. Face cloth again. And remove it from the middle of my face. Okay, now we're going to pat the skin dry. And move on to the next step. Oops, drop the towel, we'll get that in a minute. So the next thing I do, excuse me, is I take this Bobbi Brown Remedies, and this is the Skin Moisture Solution Intense Rehydration Compound. This is £29, but it is worth it. I just take a few drops onto my hand, like so, rub it in, and then I just pat it into my face. And my face is so dry and dehydrated that it'll probably just go right into the skin. So that's that on. And again, feels a bit tacky, but it's already absorbed in because my skin is so dry. Also, if you are not liking a sort of oily based product that sits too heavy in your skin, this is quite good. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment. This might not be the way that skincare people would tell you to do it, but that's what I do anyway, on my ring finger. And I'm just going to pop it there, and I also put it on my eyelid because my eyelid gets so dry. I'm so stuffed up today. Same on the other eye, smoothing it on and then putting the excess onto my lid. Then I'm going to take some of this cream here, this one from Germany, and this is very oily, like an ointment. It's a super thick cream, and I'm just going to take a tiny bit of it and I'm going to put it where the rough bits of my face feel. I put this on yesterday under makeup and it made my skin just look super oily. And I'm putting it on my earlobe there because it was getting itchy yesterday. And I'm just going to take it on my neck because I get really dry there as well. So I'm going to take this round, as I say, the sort of perimeter of my face because that's where it gets dry. And then I take a tiny little bit just under my eye because that's where I get that dryness too. And onto the eyelid with what's left. Okay, now as you can see, you see that oiliness. So a lot of people don't like that, and it's not a nice feeling. It's like you get that with like Dipro Base and Umovate and all these sorts of creams, because that's, you know, what they're made for, you know, to have that so that it's not just going straight off your face, it's sinking into the skin. But a lot of the times, like even I'll be like, oh, I don't like it, and my hands are all shiny and what have you. So I give my hands just a little rinse. Excuse me while I get this towel. I'm back. And then I'm going to put some of this aloe vera cream on. This is what it looks like. I'm just going to take a tiny bit onto my hand, rub my hands together and just sweep that over down the neck as well. And that's me done. I must admit I am really bad. See, I've got dry patches and that here. I'm really bad for doing skincare in the morning, especially when I have work, because I'm just too lazy to get out of my bed and take that extra time. So sometimes I'll just put a face mist on and throw a bit of eye cream, but you're still getting the moisture. And then I tend to do skincare more of an evening. But that is what I have done for my skin today. So I used my Foreo silicone cleansing brush with these two cleansers. Then I used the Bobbi Brown Remedies, which I highly recommend you try, with my moisturiser, cream for irritated skin, and a creamy eye treatment for those drying eyes. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more videos, or maybe you want to see a skincare collection, then let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to click the like button, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell button, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye!